I used to always be nervous about purchasing things online in Korea, whether it be groceries or train tickets. And so I'd always go to the KTX train station to make sure that I purchased the ticket there so I knew I had a paper copy. But recently I figured out that you can actually use the Korail app pretty well. And it's actually fairly simple as long as you have a way to pay for it with a Korean credit or debit card. So with that in mind, we decided this would be a great way to show you the Korail app and really try to make your life in Korea a little bit easier. So let's get started. All right, to buy the ticket, let's go ahead and go into the Korail Talk, the application for Korail, the KTX logo right there. Once we're in, we're looking at the main page. Very nice layout, but let's go to the menu on the top left-hand corner, click that. This gives you all the options, but most of the ones you'll need are on the main page. We're in the settings. Just to kind of show you, my one disappointment with this app is that you couldn't switch it to another language, or at least I didn't find a way to do it. So back to the main page, we're going to go to the green button, 승차권 예매, and look at the top two buttons there, the 편도 and the 왕복. 왕복 is there and back, round trip. 편도 is one way. There's also 직통 and 환승, which is no transfer and transfer. So now we're looking at the station we're departing from. You can do it by the closest station, one you've searched recently, or also the main stations as well. Or go to the right-hand side and click on the letter you want to go to. For us, we're looking at Seoul, so we went to S. You can also do it with, of course, the arrival destination. You can switch that too. Oftentimes, if you put it in wrong, you just switch it. So we're going Busan to Seoul, Seoul to Busan. And now we should choose the date and the time. So choose the date. The time is actually important because it allows you to decide from what time you can make it there. So the first available train, and it'll then list you all the trains that go after that. This is just changing the number of people, whether it's people older than 13, between 4 and 12, older gentlemen, whatever it may be. You can also choose the type of train, which will affect the price and the time it takes. We're going to choose all of the trains. I don't really have a preference on the type of seating that I need, the options available, or what direction I face. So once we've taken care of that, let's go ahead and click on the red button at the bottom right and just look through and see which train we would like to purchase, which train ticket. We're going to choose the 3 o'clock one, see if there's any seats available by clicking on the blue button next to it. Unfortunately, the regular seats are all gone. It's in red. So we're going to go back and find an earlier one, see if there's open seats. There's one with a bigger discount, but the reason for that discount, it says right there, is that it stops at Gupo. So it stops at another location along the way. That's actually a good way to get cheaper deals if you're willing to go, extend the time it takes to get there. This is a 10% discount. You can see the prices for all the specific seats by clicking on the 운임 요금, and you can also check the timetable, 열차 시각, where it stops at each station along the way. So let's look at the 좌석 선택. If you want to change your seat, you can do that. It's kind of like any old airplane application as well. Just go ahead and look through the cars and choose what seat you would like. And then 선택 완료, which is it's complete. Let's go ahead and 예약. Let's get this thing purchased. So we have 확인, looking through the information before we do the actual purchase. Look at the price, the times, the seats. There's also 예약 취소, which is cancel, 승차권 선물, a gift, and 장바구니, which is put it in the shopping basket. But we're going to go 바로 결제. Once we're in there, you can use different methods to pay, but I'm just going to use a credit card, so I click the red button at the bottom again. You go through it, and you just enter your credit card information, although it looks like with this setup, it has to be a Korean credit card. So that's it. It's pretty simple, straightforward, and even if you don't decide to use it to actually purchase the ticket, I'd at least recommend checking it out because you'll be able to see the timetables, the price differences, and just get a better understanding of how transportation in Korea works. If you have any more questions about Korea or Asia in general, please leave a comment below. We'll get back to you. And of course, as always, like and subscribe for more videos just like this. Catch you next time.